Hello friends! Welcome back to mine and Kevin's channel. I'm just kidding. Welcome back to my channel. These are some of my books and I'm Alida from Alida the Books. Today's video is going to be short and sweet probably. Although I do tend to talk a lot, so we'll see. We're going to be talking about my 2025 goals in this video. So the first goal I've already not done very well on. I was gonna do top 5 videos on TikTok every Wednesday for my top 5 Wednesday videos that I was doing. I've done sporadically. I'll link the playlist probably, but I started doing them over on TikTok and I was liking them over there, and now they're not really posting the prompts. So I mean, I could still come up with my own prompts and do that, but that is to be determined because that's another thing on my plate. Not that I wouldn't do it. I mean, I could. We will swing back around to that, probably not in this video, but you know, I really did want to do my top 5 videos because I like doing those ones. They're very chatty and just fun for me. So I wouldn't mind getting back into those. And then my next goal was to post a video on YouTube once a week at minimum, and I'm thinking about changing the day. Usually I post on Mondays, but I'm thinking more like Friday or Saturday, but I haven't fully decided yet. Then the big challenge for the year is to Instagram daily. So it could be a picture of me. Yesterday it was a picture of me and my dog Bella. The day before it was a picture of me and my husband. You know, it could be me or it could be something that I'm doing. Like it could be a book that I just finished, because I finished my first book of 2025 today, so I could take a picture of that book and maybe add my review on Instagram. You know, the possibilities are endless. Then of course how many books are you gonna read this year? So last year I had my goal for 250 books, and by the end of the year I read 239. But here's the thing, I don't remember some of the books that I read, and like even the ones that I liked, I remember liking them, but I can't tell you any of the information on why I liked it or what it was about. So for 2025, I want to slow it way down. My goal is 120 books, and I think that I can achieve that. But more than reading 120 books, I want to review every book that I read, and I want to actively like read it, not just put in an earbud and like do whatever. I mean, I could do that as long as I'm actively listening to the audiobook. Sometimes I'll have an earbud in and I'll be listening, and then I'll also be having a conversation with my husband, and then also have a different earbud for something else. And I don't want to do that. I just want to focus. Like, if I'm going to have a conversation with my husband, then I want to be fully present. And if I'm going to be listening to an audiobook, I want to be fully like immersed in my reading. Along with that, I want to review every single book that I read. I have a book journal. It's right here actually. I have a reading journal that I have not set up yet, but it's like title, author, genre, formats, recommended by or why I'm reading it, date started, date finished, my analysis, and my ratings. So I think that that's going to help me a lot. I need to add my first book because, like I said, I just finished my first book of the year. So I'm going to be actively doing that for the year. And then as far as my channel goes, I want to at least have 6 reading vlogs. So that's 1 every 2 months. I don't think that that's too much, but I haven't really actually posted a vlog in a while. I have filmed some vlogs that are never gonna see the daylight, but I just want to get back into vlogging. Then I already talked about this. Oh, another goal of mine. I don't really have a goal. So we talked about my book journal. The other part of this challenge, or that I'm challenging myself to, I want to be a better planner. So I bought myself a planner, and I've actually wrote stuff in here. Not a lot yet, but it's only the first few days. I'm keeping track. I don't know if you can see it right there, but I'm keeping track of every time that I spend money on books. Mainly because I'm just interested to see how much I actually spend on books. And then I'm also gonna have like how much I make on Pingo versus how much I spend on Pingo. My hypothesis is that I'm gonna spend the same amount that I make on Pingo books, because usually instead of getting, you can cash out through the bank, or you can just use that money for different books. And that's usually the route that's always the route that I go. So I don't really see that changing either. Another goal of mine going into this year is to allow myself to DNF books. Like, sometimes I feel so guilty for not liking a book that I force myself to finish it, then I hate it, then I get into a reading slump, then. So if I'm not enjoying something, even if other people want me to finish it, I'm gonna allow myself to DNF books. And I'm going to be more present in the booktube community. I tend to be more of a lurker, where I watch the videos and I'm like, ooh, that's a really cool idea or whatever. But I don't say anything, so I kind of want to get back to joining my booktube peeps, my booktube friends, and maybe even making more friends and just being present in the community. Obviously that's not gonna be feasible 100% of the time, but I would like to participate in more reading sprints, participate in more in more readathons, participate just more in the community. Maybe there's book clubs and I want to read that book. I can participate, and I should. I also just want to like talk with you and with other booktubers, bookstagrammers. Just be more like present in the community, if that makes sense. And the last 3 are gonna be really, really hard for me, I think. Well, let's start with the easiest. Read more horror novels. I've really found that I do like horror novels. I don't like body horror at all, and usually I can't stomach cannibalism, but I want to find what I do like to read in horror, because I am starting to really enjoy that genre. then I want to find more favorite authors. Like, when I think of favorite authors, I think Ali Hazelwood, I think Abby Jimenez, I think Riley Sager, I think immediately Josh Malerman comes to mind, but I've only really liked one book by him that I've read so far. So I kind of just want to explore more authors that I've read from before, but that I don't think of as favorite authors yet, like Darcy Coates. I would love to read more of her backlist. There's just a lot of authors out there that I would like to explore to see if they have potential to be a new favorite for me. And this is gonna be the doozy. This one I'm already regretting. But I want to read 85% of the books that I haul in 2025. That scares me so bad, if I'm being real with you. Oh, and the last goal, I don't think you've seen that video yet, but I recently filmed where I went and talked about every single book on my TBR pre-book haul. Okay, so there is a book haul coming, but pre-book haul, and my goal for the end of last year was to be under 100 books on my TBR, like on my physical TBR, and I am fairly certain that I got to 90. I'm fairly certain that I did that. So, spoiler. So my last goal is to keep my physical TBR under 100 books. Under 3 digits. That one scares me too. But those are all my 2025 goals. I know this is kind of more of a chill, chatty video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. I will see you in the next video. Bye!